The presentation is regarding MSRT, mind sound resonance technique. It's advanced relaxation from SVASA based on the principles of Manomaya Kosha. Okay, where I did my MSc. The importance of the sound in the human body. The sound waves emanating from a human voice travels to the human ear and deciphers into the frequency of different frequencies of 300 megahertz, 400 and 450, depending upon the sound received by the human body. Now, here is the tuning fork. When two tuning fork with the beat of the higher pitch and the lower pitch, the sound is produced. The sound is emanated from the higher pitch. That is, the dark blue hair, it is from the higher pitch, and it resonates with this lower pitch. Lower pitch sound this one begins resonating with sympathetic vibrations. When the vibration of the sound waves takes place, unko ye hota hai. Okay. So here the sound, according to science, is the form of energy. It moves into the waves through compressions and rarefaction. The tuner A seen here resonates with a higher pitch. Tuner B resonates with a lower pitch. These are the two aspects of sound waves. Now, what is the amplitude and frequency? Amplitude is measured in millimeters. The higher the amplitude, greater the loudness. And the frequency is the number of cycles in second. Higher the frequency, higher the pitch. The degree of amplitude is maximum at FO much, and thereafter goes on decreasing through frequency goes on, though frequency goes on increasing. So here FO is the higher pitch, and here though the frequency goes on increasing, the amplitude level goes on decreasing. So this is the highest sound. The FO जो दिखता है, ये जो point है, वो point में से maximum sound gets emanated. Now, the word resonance comes from, what is resonance in comparison with the amplitude and frequency? These are the three main important things: resonance, amplitude and frequency. The word resonance comes to resound, to sound out together with a loud sound. Resonance is a common cause of sound production in musical instruments. One of our best models of resonance in a musical instrument is the resonance of a hollow cylindrical tube, partially filled with water and forced into vibration by a tuning fork. Tuning fork से जो sound होता है, and if you carry within a with a tube with the water, so the resonance will be created. That resonance can be well understood in tambura or violin. In the adjoining figure, the upward and the downward movement of the sound frequency remaining the same is resonance. This is the frequency, this is the amplitude in the y-axis, frequency in the x-axis. So here the resonance is there. See the resonance up and down, up and down. So as it moves from the higher level, it goes on decreasing to the lower level, and ultimately it comes to a level where the sound will get nullified when the sound becomes this much. This is a very higher level sound. Okay. Again it goes on decreasing. Again it goes on increasing like that. See the graph goes on decreasing. The frequency is x-axis the frequency. This is the okay. Y-axis is the amplitude. Now, sound waves in physics and yoga. How the sound wave will get diffused and becomes inaudible after a certain distance. The distance traveled depends on both the factors such as loudness and frequency. The intensity of sound is measured in decibels. It is directly proportional to the distance traveled. The same example I had given about a bomb explosion 1993, where many of it you might have heard in Bombay also. Bomb explosion जो हुआ था in different places at stock exchange, at passport office, Worli, so many other places. Okay, उसका पर जो sound हुआ था, that sound emanates run to the extent of nearly half kilometer to 1 kilometer. Sound इतना सा. Many are lost who are near the bomb blast. They are lost their ears also. One of my example, our yoga guru only from our school, he was traveling to take a lecture because every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays we were having lectures for complete TTC course for 1 year. He was traveling from Goregaon to Matunga. So during the course of that, the bomb blast had happened, and he lost his ear, and ultimately it affected his heart also. Because of yoga, he survived and he's still living. Okay, though not much active. Now, concept of sound in yoga. Sound में yoga में क्या spun the vibration. which is waved. It can be audible, ahat or inaudible. Ahat means the loud sound produced, and anahat means the sound which has to be felt in the mind. It is the quality of akas, space. Shabda gunam akasam. Shabda can travel to the vacuum as well as like electromagnetic waves do. That is why it distinguishes the concept of the sound in yoga compared to physics. The research in both is shown that it can travel as waves. Ahat and anahat distinguishing. Ahat is that sound which is produced is audible, that can be heard by outsiders. This is at the gross level of conscious mind. Anahat, that sound which is not audible, but which is not hitting and subtler in form. The yogis hear the sound inside their heart. The sound is similar to the Brahmari pranayama. Sound जो emanate होता है, then because here the concept is coming to the recitation of Omkara. Omkara in a Ahat and Anahat stage. Okay. Then, what is the importance of sound in human body? Sound is important to many other animals for communication as well as for awareness of surroundings, for safety. Even for babies, sounds such as different kinds of crying are necessary for communicating needs to the caretakers. The benefits of the sound will reduce the stress, decrease the anxiety and depression, improves the memory, reduces the blood pressure, reduces the pain, lowers the cholesterol layer, decreases the risk of heart diseases and stroke. These are the general physiological benefits of the sound. Okay. Therapeutical use of sound and now. Therapeutical. Mute yourself, please. Please mute, please. Therapeutical use of sand, it cures the cancer in the initial stage. Fall of boiling water in the body, healing modes, stabilizing brain waves, noise cancellation, minimization, levitation, the action of arising or causing something to rise, and how the are typically by means of supposed magical powers. Now, these are the derivations which are received from the research matters. Different researches have been done for nearly 15 years. They have been working for 15 years, and after 2002 onwards, they have been working, and the researchers have shown these different types of this. So there is separate hospital in SVSA, whereby the yogic therapy module is given, and whereby the advanced relaxation is given the last. Okay. Noise health effects are the physical and psychological health consequences of.
Sir, what is meant by levitation?
Levitation, the action of arising or causing something to rise and hover in the air, typically by means of a supposed magical powers. जो एयर में जो आवाज आती है ना, एटमॉस्फेरिक एयर में जो आवाज आती है ना, without the human body being producing, that is levitation. Action of the rising or causing something to rise and over in the air, typically by means of this much. अभी say you can take an example of a cracker being burst. Cracker का आवाज आ गया, it is in the air, so that type of sound can be classified as levitation. Okay. It is not produced by human body, or it is not produced by the human instruments in the earth. That is levitation. Okay.
Okay.
We are slowly moving into the yogic concepts of that. Okay. That is, now, reference of Omkar. Now, Omkar has been a lot of importance in this sound. Okay. Mandukya Upanishad. Pranavi na Saryanti Brahma Lakshmi Uchate. Apramaya Uttate Veda Viha Sarvante Mandukya. Pranav bows in the Atma. Bow is the Atma bow, and Brahma is the vision of the same. Very carefully it has to be preserved, and the vision is accomplished by the way of the flow of the arrow. Tasya Vachaka Pranava, everybody knows, Patanjali Yoga Sutrani. Okay. Pranam Ishwar is formless and without any attributes. The Pranam Ishwar experienced by them is Omkara, which is manifested in the form of Ishwara. This sound Omkara exists without any friction. That's why it is called original sound. Next sloka is Tajapasata.
Without any friction means?
Without any?
Friction means?
Yeah.
Omkar sound is without any friction.
Without any friction. Without any friction, I mean, there is no correlation with any other sound. The sound itself in its own original form. Okay.
Okay.
Recitation of Om. Taja Prastadartha Bhavanam. It's that is Pranava's repeated meditation and insight with its meaning should be alive in the Chitta. The three basic components of Omkara are A, U, Ma. Akar, waking consciousness, dream and dreamless sleep, and all these are parts of the Omkara. You might have heard Akara is the waking stage, Ukara is the deep sleep stage, and Sushupti stage, and last is the conscious state. At the so-called beginning of the universe, there was the sound of Omkara, and the whole universe was manifested out of that sound. Swami Vivekananda suggested that repetition of Omkara consecutive over 9 times, which is one recurrence. He has further suggested one can have 12 recurrences in one sitting. That is 12 into 9, 81 times. One recurrence of 9 times, 12 recurrences in one sitting. We do in the Ajapa Japame continuous recitation of Omkara. We do 50 times in the relaxation stage. So no thoughts will come, it will become thoughtless state and continue reciting of Om, 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 like that. Next component, Tatya Pratyeka Chetana Adhigamaha Prayatna Pra Abhavasa. Due to the Pranava Japa, the impediments in the path of yoga are removed and further inward realization of pure consciousness is attained. Pratyek Chetana. Pratyek Chetana means the internal pure consciousness. Due to the continuous recitation of Pranava, that is Omkara, the yogi realizes internal consciousness. On account of this, all the impediments in the path of yoga can be removed, which is known as Antaraya. That is all the kleshas, Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Desha, Abhinivesha, all these Panchakleshas and all the attributes which are there, which falls in the obstruction, not to move towards the Samadhi, are removed through Chitta Prasadam. Rasoham se Kaunteya Pravasmi Sashi Surya Bhagavad Gita na Pranava Sarva Vedeshu Shabda Ke Paurusham Narse. Arjuna, I am the sapid in the water and the radiance in the moon and sun. I am the sacred syllable Om. In all the Vedas, the sound in the ether and fertility in men. Then Omit Kyaksharam Brahmam Vyavaram Anumasanam Yat Prayati Tajjendeha Yat Sa Yati Paramam Gati. He who leaves the body and departs, uttering the word indestructible Brahma, Om, and dwelling on me in my absolute aspect reaches the supreme good. Now, Om can be add or just Om is one syllable in the short form of the initial stage of 5 parameters. Aryanta, Aishara, Acharya, Upajaya, Muni. The Om symbol is also used in the ancient Jain. This is as per the Jain religion. Jain religion is Om. Jain scripture to represent the 5 lines of the Naukara mantra, which is the most important part of the daily prayer in the Jain religion. Next, in Mandukya Upanishad, what is the reference? Omite Asmidam Sarvam Tasyopa Ukhayanam Bhutam Bhavadavi Vishadeti Sarvam Mokekshara Evaha Yachanti Kalitam Tat Upyokshara Evaha. Mandukya Upanishad. Sanjay Dev, please excuse me, हमारा थोड़ा problem होता है संस्कृत में, please. Om is eternal and existence, consciousness, and bliss, and this entire phenomenal universe, including our body, mind, senses, and the outer sense perceived its manifestation, extension, and expansion. The past, present, and future are all nothing but Om, supreme consciousness. Whatever else exists beyond the 3 divisions of time, that also is indeed Om. Then in Shiva Chadakshara Shotram, Omkara Bindu se Yuktam, Nityam Dhyayanti Yoginaha, Kamadam Moksham Cheva, Omkaraya Namo Namaha. Omkara Bindu, Samyuktam Nityam. Okay, salutations to him who resides in the spiritual heart, center as Omkara, on whom the yogi constantly meditate, who grants all desires and also liberation to his devotees. Salutation to that Shiva, who is represented by syllable Om, the first syllable of the Sadakshara mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. 4 types of chanting. in Vaikalvani, Madhyama, Pashyanti, and Mam and Ajapada is spontaneous. That this last level, fourth level is very difficult, but this can be very well heard. Vaikalvani, Madhyama, Pashyanti. 4 times of Utpati, Brahma, creator is Utpati, Vishnu sustainer, Mahesh destroyer, and Jagriti Swapna Sushupti. Okay. These are the 5 Panchakoshas which are there, where this advanced relaxation mainly acts. Again, I repeat on Annamaya Kosha, that is the internal body structure. It is cyclic meditation. Pranamaya Kosha is pranic energization technique. Manomaya Kosha, there are 3 things. One is first is MSRT, MIMT, and MEMT. And Vijnanamaya Kosha, on the going toward the bliss level, it is Visak, and here it is Anams. Okay. More research has not been, they have not been so much successful in the Visakana, but up till MIMT, they have been all been successful, and all have been tried on the patients, and they have proved successfully. For your information, I have witnessed in my classes and therapy classes when I attended the course during the period of my curriculum. I have seen a cancer patient be fully cured through the advanced relaxation of 3 months to 4 months in the hospital. He surrendered his life. He's a bachelor, surrendered his life, and he's in the teaching level there. At okay, the patient, the students who are coming, the patients who are coming, because there they have the MSc also, doctorate also, research also, or various college students are coming, and there's a university itself is a deemed university. Okay, yeah. See, at the cyclic meditation at the body level, at the pranamaya portion is PET, pranic energization technique, MSRT, MIRT. MIRT is the images concentration of, and MEMT. MEMT are the emotions. How will you able to control the emotions? Anams and Visak. Okay. I'll be completing all this during the period of 6 months, and completing the this also. What? Practical level also, Saturdays and Sundays. I request all of you to attend my relaxation after the practices. 6 to 7 practices, 7 to 8 will be relaxation. I have value added. I have, because I am also intend to do PhD. I am also practicing some value adding to it. Okay. Now, awareness of Manomaya Kosha in the West. Now, what are the concepts of this Omkara and pure consciousness? How the West interprets and how the Eastern hemisphere. Tattva Bodhi depicts Manomaya Kosha, the mental state, which consists of the mind and the 5 senses of perception: eyes, ears, mouth, skin, and nose. For unification to happen between the physical level and the mental level, either the mind should end up being an offshoot of the matter, or the matter should end up being a subset of the mind. Mind should not be read as consciousness. The correlation between the two differs across the different systems of thought. Western philosophy speaks of consciousness as a conscious experience. Some treat it as justice on one aspect of the mind, some as the source of the mind. Furthermore, consciousness is usually spoken of as a different subject than the self. Eastern philosophy treats prajna, that is consciousness, is spoken of in the ultimate sense and the same as the self. Atmanyanam, Atma Brahma, one of the Upanishad, Mahakavya is Prajnanam Brahma. In the West, idealistic philosophy along this line. In Indian text, mind is Jada, that is at the gross level, inert, as the matter energy mind is not self-conscious. Patanjali Yoga Sutra, we have seen that 4.9 and 4.20, it is the Atma, the self, that is consciousness of the mental content. Mental content is viewed as the shapes in water and not water itself. Waves are made of water, but these waves have no independent existence. These waves, independent waves, you cannot differentiate the waves from the water. Just because there is an existence of water, the waves are there. But waves cannot be taken out. Or waves have got no independent existence. And the matter is composed of consciousness. But these shapes have no independent existence or consciousness. The 4.90 and 4.20, na tat swabhavam drishyatavada, that chitta is not self-element since it is perceptible. Eka samaya chova yavanam dharanam. Chitta cannot sustain simultaneously both the aspects. Chitta is not luminous like soul. Chitta is not the seer, but the seed. Since it is the scene, it cannot be the seer. Both the seer and the scene cannot exist together. A human being has 5 progressive scenes: Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. Only Annamaya can be the external unification can be said. Once you enter into the Pranamaya Kosha, you cannot see, you can just visualize it. The Prana, then the Manomaya Kosha, the mental level. The medical dictionary also doesn't defines the mind also. Okay. Let us describe the traditional description of Manasa. In Vedanta, the term Antakarna is used to mean the congregation of 4 faculties: Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, and Chitta, which you already learned in Sankhya philosophy. Manas is indecisive, unstructured thought. It also includes emotions. Buddhi is a decision and making faculty, which is a Vijnanamaya Kosha. It is comprised of well-structured thoughts. When you well define it, you know what at Vijnanamaya Kosha, you can discriminate what is right and what is wrong, what to do and what not to do. Ahamka is the ego, the identification with the koshas, and Chitta is the memory. Okay. This is according to Vedanta. Now, this is the Mahamrityunjaya Dhamma, which is very, very, very important in this type of MSRT mind sound resonance technique. Why it is important? The importance will come to know when you actually practice it. My personal experience is that anybody lying in the COVID patient, anybody lying in the hospital, please recite, their children should recite Mahamrityunjaya 108 times. It is an indirect medicine for the patient to recover or to a safe death. Death is imminent. Person is going, time aa gaya, jana hi padega. Even I can give big lecture tomorrow. What will happen to me? I don't know. Okay. Sanjay Lele sahab, you agree with me, no? So it creates a very powerful this. These are my personal experiences I had when my mother was not there. Okay. Meaning of Mrityunjaya mantra. Oh, we offer our salutation to Three-Eyed Lord Shiva for increasing the vitality and fragrance in us, to release us from the bondage of death as effortlessly as a ripe cucumber falls out of his fruit automatically. The third eye of the Lord is the eye of Jnana, awareness. It is called a Jnana Chakshu. He maintains on all pervasive awareness all the time. Even the most violent destruction of the world, he maintains blissful awareness. The ideal to be worshipped is he could maintain equipoise and awareness while drinking the halal and the most potent poison. Each with Parvati an embodiment of wisdom and power, the Lord of destruction. Hence, the mantra is very powerful, resonates the wave pattern, which has the subtle effect of removing the fear of death. Two-dimensional effect of mantra. Every mantra has 2 dimensions, the exoteric effect and the exotic effect. The exoteric is the external gross aspects as massaging, the relaxing or stimulating of the vocal cord, muscles, voice culture, and many more. This is at the place of the entire things are placed under Vishuddhi Chakra. That's why it is known as blue in color. Okay. The exoteric dimension refers to changes in the prana level. That is a very internal level. Prana and mind and intellect and emotion. These changes at a subtle level bring some of the specialized component effects at a physical body level. The esoteric is unseen. The exoteric is the one observed at a gross level. That is gross level to Sushma level. When any mantra is chanted with resonance, that is esoteric dimensions emerges. Pranic flow starts. Mental waves built up a pattern. Understanding the adds the power, proper direction of growth, and the feeling aspect brings the bliss. The tension and the stress level which has happened because of the Manomaya Kosha. And it is proved that from Manomaya Kosha it percolates into the Annamaya Kosha through Pranamaya Kosha. And ultimately Vyadi develops. This is as per the sayings of Mandukya Upanishad and also as per Lord Vasishtha has very clearly told about the Vyadi. Okay. So when any mantra is chanted, that mantra has a positive effect on the mental level. So it reduces the mental block, the stress level. Ultimately, the prana, it affects the prana level, and ultimately the body level goes on. The healing process of the relative organ which has been there, that goes on healing faster due to the presence of this mantra which has been chanted. Now, reciting of Om, going from Ahar to Anahar, Pranava is A, U, and Om, Maha, rolled into beyond creation. A is sustenance, U and destructor, M, Maha containing each one of them. Om is none of them. Mandukya Upanishad is the presentation of Om. A represents creation, the wakeful world, and the beginning of all sound. The sound is produced at the throat, U the sustenance, the dream world, and the middle of all sound. The sound is produced in the upper palate. M the destruction, the deep sleep, and the ending sound at the lips. Ahat to Anahat of Mahamrityunjaya mantra and Om chanting. In Ahat, in a loud voice generated at the toes and moving up to the head. Feeling the vibrations and the wave of the resonance, repeat the same 9 times. 9 times you have to recite in Ahat and then switch on to Anahat. Repeating the process again and again, each time feeling the generation of the resonant wave, reaching the peak and diffusing into the silence after reaching each wave. Each time it becomes clearer and clearer. Total 9 rounds. At the end of the 9th round of Anahat, Om, the whole body will be charged with Om vibrations and resonance.
Sir, what is resonance?
What is that?
Resonance क्या है?
Resonance बताए ना, स्टार्टिंग में resonance बताए ना, amplitude, resonance, amplitude. The sound wave जो होता है resonate, it gets resonates, it moves. इसके लिए physics का part पहले बताया, then the Vedas, then the yogic concepts आ गए, slowly came shlokas, and then ultimately. Now the process, yeah, see the process. Please attend my classes. It is free. कुछ हमको charges नहीं लेते हैं, but I want you to encourage, and when you go to the field for therapy treatment, this will be a very useful tool. Okay, this is not there in the syllabus, but these are the added tools which are there, which will help you in the practical field. Okay, prayer of Mahamrityunjaya. Steps. What are the steps which you usually take? Loud chanting of Omkara, A, U, and Ma. Ahat to Anahat. First, you have to loud chant Om. This is Ahat. Then Anahat in the mind. Feel that Akara which is there. Loud chanting of Mrityunjaya mantra 3 rounds in Ahat stage. Okay. And Ahat to Anahat of Om, feeling the resonance. Repeating Omkar 9 rounds in the mind, feeling the resonating waves throughout the body. And then Ajapa Japa of Om into silence. And how you end it in silence? Feeling the resonance wave coming up and down through the body and diffusing into silence. Stay in silence. Resolve. Now resolution is क्या है? Present era क्या है? I am full of energy. My immune system is very high. I always speak the truth, whatever it is. So all our positive effects you have to calculate and tabulate in your mind. Okay, calculate and tabulate in your mind and fix it. I am full of energy. Okay, लेकिन एक्सटर्नल आपको सब जो सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, मास्क पहनना, ये तो करना ही है आपको बाहर जाएगा तो. Okay, but these are the added tools which your mind will get fixed up. So your mind should not get perturbed up. I will not get perturbed by the news which are coming from the TV news about the COVID matters. That is a positive. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Okay. And last is the prayer. These are the SVASA concepts, but I have value added so many things in this. I have value added Vaikariwani, Madhyama, Pasyanti. Then I added chakra visualization. Then I further added doctors are there, teachers are there, highly skilled teachers are there. I take the concentration to the cells and the tissues. समझे ले तुम्ही माझा क्लास बघितला नाही, तुम्ही कोटेंचा क्लास बघितला असेल, पण माझा क्लास मध्ये all of you attended Koten because Koten is doing dissertation MSc. उसका project है effect of MSRT on the working class between the age of 20 to 60. Okay, but मैं study कर रहा हूँ अभी इसके ऊपर. So please attend my classes. In all this PET, cyclic meditation, I definitely prepare the slides. Definitely will share with you. Thank you. Any questions, please? You can please ask. Swati Eblikar, Sonone, Pushpalata. Saraswati is with me since last 6 months. She knows it very well. She has got a good experience. Saraswati, share your experience. about my practical training. Saraswati, you can please share your experience.
Your sound, please. You're mute.
Yeah.
In the beginning,
Yes,
when
sir.
I was not aware of this MSRT, but when